Well, to shed more light on this initiative, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone our dear guest, Engineer Mario Emad, the member of the Presidential Leadership Program. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you?
How are you, sir? Well, Engineer Emad, give us an idea about the initiative Bidaya and its objectives.
The initiative is aiming at the personality and the aim and the attitude of the Egyptian people. It's aiming all the ages of the people, from the childhood and the teenagers and the youth and also the old people. So it's addressing all these people and all categories of the society in all the governance.
So how does it cope with the Egypt's Vision 2030?
The vision of 2030 is aiming at the integrated future of Egypt through the economy and the health and the learning and everything. The education should be up to standard. So that's why we are the initiative is targeting all these in an integrated way through the personality. Let's say, for example, if you don't have a job and you have a good character, this is not good. But if you have a good character and have the job and have a good education and a good health and the integrated way to look at all of this, if the government is providing all these facilities to all the people and I cannot look in it or use it in the best way, so this is bad. That's why this initiative is created, in order to make this integration between what is made by the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and how should the people receive it and how should the people use it in the best way.
Yes, so what are the strategies will Bidaya use to address the specific needs of the marginalized communities within Egypt?
The far communities which are very far away are addressed, and they were just before in Haya Karima, by the way.
Yes.
But they will also be like a highlight more in these communities, how they should receive the services. For example, everything now is digitalized. But these people, for example, cannot use these digital ways. So how can I create some people in their area to provide this service, and how can I receive this and provide them the training and provide them some professions to learn, and these professions, what is the jobs created for it? So how to make this integration among all these points in order to provide them in the best way for the society.
Yes. Engineer Emad, what are the measures that will be taken to ensure the effective implementation and monitoring Bidaya across different governorates, as it's going to cover all the governorates?
The first measurement is the number of the contributions. The second is the effectiveness of the number of this. Like the analysis will be the number and the effectiveness of each number. So how can I have a number is not very important like the quality. So quantity is important, but the quality is also important. This is the first measurement. The second is addressing all the ages. If the addressing, for example, the people among 18 to 65 years old is the biggest, no, this is not the target. This age is the most common one and the highest numbers in this area, it's okay. But also there is from 6 to 18 and also from 0 to 6. So these numbers also from ages should be all addressed in the same way. And the analytics, they have analytical programs in order to analyze the efforts and the results and they take impressions. There should be a survey that every part contributing should be filling a survey for what he is learning and what is his acquirements and what he needs more to take. And to take from these people addressing the program for the sake of all the society.
Yes. Also, how will Bidaya address the challenges related to the infrastructure and resource availability in the rural areas, and how can we make sure of its effectiveness in these rural areas?
According to the last achievements in 2021, if we look at all the villages now, we can see that the canals for the water have been lined with cement in order to not to avoid their caving. And also we have seen that the side roads, Egypt has an excessive, very great success in the building and infrastructure in the cities, but also in the villages. You have the canals providing the water for the fields, and also you have the roads among the farmer lands, and also you have the all this infrastructure to provide the conducting the service to the first ways inside the fields and also in the deserts to get the service. So this is the main measurement. How can I reach these far people? First, the road. Second, the way of communication. The way of communication, how they are statistical analysis is making for this, and collecting the numbers and the details of everybody as much as they can, so that if you tell your neighbor, okay, I contributed in this, oh yeah, so I am motivated now to do it also because my neighbor is making it.
Yes, yes. So, Engineer Emad, how would Bidaya initiative provide help in the field of healthcare?
The healthcare is through the caravans. They are making like providing the cars in the streets, providing the cars in the streets to take, if you would like to make analysis, blood analysis, or anything related to your body analysis. Some also check up, providing the physicians in the streets and the cars. This also was done by Hayya Karima, but will be an intensive in this way to record, not just provide the checkup, but also to record, and how to conduct this by words. So when we talk at the human development, is not talking just about providing the service, but we are also talking about providing the service and conducting this to the mind for the person who is receiving the service to make it integrated and continuous for the future, so he has a follow-up.
Yes, Engineer Emad, you've mentioned a Decent Life Initiative, Hayya Karima. So how would the initiative of Bidaya or beginning would go parallel with the Decent Life Initiative, or what are the kind of cooperation or coordination between the two initiatives?
Hayya Karima has a fixed places now. Like they have contributing in fixed places. They are already centered in places, and they are working in a central way and uncentered way. They have their own techniques. But Hayya Karima now will cooperate with Bidaya, beginning by the physical checks that will be made in the streets, because they have more details about the people. Bidaya will not start from the beginning. He will complete after what Hayya Karima stopped at. Hayya Karima has a fixed places, providing integrated service and a very wide service, but Bidaya will be like completing their efforts at the bottom they stopped, and the point they stopped, and they will complete the point to another point by moving on to the caravans, a moving way, reaching the houses itself, and collecting all these data to the Ministry of Health. Hayya Karima was working and also providing data, but the Bidaya will be focusing on providing data but after checks.
Yes.
In order to know what is the people of Egypt are addressing, what is the main point for problems. After the statistical analysis, there will be conclusions, what is the highest problems to face, and what should we do to face this and that.
Yes, yes. So, Engineer Emad, also the role of the NGOs in such an initiative, because of course the government or the state cannot do everything alone. There should be a coordination and cooperation between the NGOs and the private sector and with the state in order to give help and give hand. Also the volunteer work, its role also in Bidaya initiative.
This is the main point. You address the main point, the volunteers. The governmental organizations have people that have fixed salaries and the retirements, and they are done change of people. But the NGO, it changed the people. So they have flexibility of having volunteers, the people that come and go, and they have a wide spread of people. This is the integration way among these two organizations, the governmental and the non-governmental organizations. So the non-governmental organizations will provide a way by the volunteers and the coordinating them to support the governmental ones and providing the acts for the medication and the sports things, and also for the education and providing the good books for them and providing professions. So this will work together, NGO with the governmental organizations.
Yes, Engineer Emad, what is the role of youth and women in this initiative? Of course, as we witnessed in the Hayat Karima or the Decent Life Initiative, there was a big help by and cooperation from the youth and women. What about the initiative of Bidayah?
For the youth, they will be the working hands. They will be the working hands because they are up to technological ways, and they can handle the computer things. So they will be handling the follow-up and also the technical, the doctors, the teachers, and everybody related to the youth. But for the women, they will be supportive too much because they have addressing the main problems. They know the problems more than any other body. Like they can know the society is facing some example for like harassment. So the society is facing a problem of poverty. So they know the areas and they know what is done here and there. They will be contributing and doing it. And also, if they are receiving the service, they will be contributing by providing more information. You can get the best information from the women. So information provided by them, and also the leading, and also they also will be contributing and working in the offices in the analytics.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information. Our dear guest, Engineer Emad, Mario Emad, member of the Presidential Leadership Program. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. And with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, Cairo Local Time. My name is Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.